Extreme E stands for much bigger things than just having, electric power units. It's part of a wider programme to kind of raise awareness and put a spotlight on the issues with climate change. Hi, I'm Jamie Chadwick and I'm a racing driver for Veloce Racing. I started when I was about 11 or 12 in go-karts and it was really much as a hobby at that point, so didn't expect to achieve much, but now I'm fortunate enough to have got 2 titles in W Series. Really happy to have kind of achieved that at this point in my career. Obviously there's a lot more I still want to go on to achieve, but I was pretty proud of that. To make that switch from combustion engines to electric batteries with Veloce Racing and Extreme E has been amazing. It's obviously a slightly different style of driving, but at the same time, as a racing driver, it's cool to have that experience and learn all about it. My involvement with Extreme E's kind of raised my awareness and level of education around the issues around climate change. So naturally, I think I've started to make adjustments in my personal life, and one of those was getting an electric Twizy and driving that around London as opposed to continuing with the diesel car that I had before. So it's part of it, but there's still a lot more that we can all do to make those changes. I think the importance of electric vehicles is getting bigger and bigger. Obviously the infrastructure and the technology is getting much better, so we can use them more freely and it's easier for us to have access to that. And I think the main thing is zero emissions. If we can focus on our transport and everything that we do as being low carbon footprint as possible, then that will all make a big difference. Seeing the motorsport industry take this push towards being more sustainable makes me optimistic that the sport's going in the right direction, and obviously I'm really encouraged by the development and the progress that we've seen even just in Extreme E in the last year. So it's exciting to see where the sport's going to go next, but fantastic that we're all taking this action to be more sustainable. Personally, I'm more interested now in this fight towards climate change purely actually because of Extreme E. The education and the understanding that I've had as a result of speaking to a lot of the scientists and the people involved in that project really has kind of opened my eyes to the issues that there are, and I think that's given me this kind of personal interest to do more. It's been amazing to be a part of. I've learned a huge amount with it, and it's our generation that are the ones that can really change how the landscape looks in the future. So for then the future generations and hopefully my future grandkids, we can leave the planet in a better place for them.